or even take to the screens as Chuba Hubbard caps off the drive. Look for some play action. Dulcich in the corner. Really poor the last few weeks downfield. Now it's St. Juice getting beat by DK. It's a foot race, and he's by the diving brothers. Someone to come open as he throws the ball straight to Witherspoon. Just needs someone to get open. Coming across, Tyreek Hill. Form oftentimes overruns plays as Walker is left open, and the speed might carry him back in front. 5. We bring the blitz in. Bates forces the fumble. The rookie comes through. But we need a touchdown as Chuba now fumbles. Seahawks pick it up. As it's down the field, and it's DK. Things up. See if he can get the inside leverage or the pick to seal the game. So even in the game that we try to take the quarterback out of as much as possible, they still come back to bite us. And after that showing that got Bryce Young benched, we have made a decision for at least our next game, and we're going to have to kind of play it a little bit by ear. But in this game, we took away as much of the quarterback play as we really could. And in only a half of play, Bryce Young still found ways to cost us in a big way. Daniel Jones didn't really come in and do anything spectacular. What was really good, though, was Chuba Hubbard at running back, and we're gonna need him as well as Barry. Maybe we even get Ball out there a little bit as well. We're gonna need them to continue carrying this team. And on top of that, we need our defense in terms of pass defense to step up. We've been great in run defense, but we continue to let big plays happen every single game. Where we've been extremely fortunate is in the fact that our division is just having a really bad year. The top 3 teams each have 5 losses. We are at 7, so we're the worst of the bunch. But we have a chance today to start to climb back up. Yet again, continually saying this because every game is an opportunity, but we play the Saints today. Now this is our first meeting against them this year. Aaron Schmidt still their quarterback here. Very just field general. Algier has had some big games. He also hasn't been as effective. Chris Olave we've done really well against. However, Jamie Cruz has actually had the better games against us. John Mechie, he's been a little bit hit or miss. Mason Wilcox, it's for the most part a really solid wide receiver group. Plus we're an attack in Gordon Black, and we've struggled against tight ends. Their offensive line, very just average across the board, though Eric McCoy is their best guy down the middle at center. That's also where we've probably been the best. Defensively, that line, not as good. Granderson is going to be their highest overall, as today they will be without Brian Brissy. They do, however, have a pretty good second level with Tryon Shoyinka, Juwan Bentley, and Pete Werner. But where their defense is truly the best is at corner. Marshawn Lattimore, 91. You got Paulson Adebo, the Stanford man, and Pat Garnes. Rounding out the DBs, Whitehead 78 and Kyle Duggar 83. It's a pretty average defense. And with the success that our running game has shown, I think the average defense will do just fine against. It's going to come down to quarterback play and how well we can defend the pass. Let's get this division battle underway as we are booted off Murray, set back to return, and return he will. Not a whole lot of space there, and we're going to be starting behind the 20. Probably should have taken the touchback, but it's Daniel Jones in the offense heading out, and of course we all know what we're doing. We're starting with Chuba Hubbard as he finds a cutback lane to the left-hand side, nearly picking up the first down. It's a gain of 8. His season started off a little slow as well. A little bit of injury mixed in there, but he's bounced back in a major way the last few games, and hopefully we continue to see that as he finds space to the outside, picking up another chunk. 16 total on 2 carries. But of course, we need to make sure he stays healthy. He took a lot of hits last game, and I think that's ultimately what led to that fumble late on, which kind of sealed the game. Or at least, it was one of the reasons that sealed that game. So we're going to make sure we get a good rotation today. Barry didn't get anything on his first carry. We'll see if we can bounce back our second. As we got Winters to help lead the way, try to split the defenders, make it a gain of about 9.5. But ultimately, we'll take that, make it 3rd and inches here. As we come out with a tight shotgun look, Chuba Hubbard down the middle with some more space. Gets a juke, bounces to the outside. Hill with a good block, and we are down inside the 40 as Calvin Sears shaken up. Saints already without one of their better defensive linemen, now out another. 1st and 10, we keep the same look, and it will be a throw for the first time today. Well, Hill was there. He just didn't try to catch it. Luckily, neither did the safety. Passing game goes 2 ways, your quarterback and your receivers. Also throwing the offensive line in there too, so I guess 3 ways as we look for the halfback screen. Get some blocks out in front for Chuba, who's going to pick up the first down, about a gain of 15. That'll get us nearly to the red zone at the 21. We check back in Barry. Winters, he motions over us slightly. Make it a strong set as we get some guys to the outside. Barry tries to stretch it, and he will pick up about a yard. Not a whole lot really opened up on that one. So 2nd and 9, we change up the look. Go with a spread. To the left, we got an RPO dialed up, and we will keep it with Chuba, who tried to get the juke there on Whitehead. Will be a gain of around 4. This drive working pretty well so far, though we would like to keep going. Need a first down then about the 10-yard line. As we look to throw, Hill has the catch this time, though not much thereafter. There will be goal to go at the 9 as we keep with the same look. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. We're going to go with the run this time. Chuba try to find a lane. Cut back. He gets tackled from behind. Nearly had it. We still have multiple downs to play with here. Power versus power on 2nd down as Barry checks in. Try to find a lane against the... I think that was Paulson Adebo. He just trucked. It's down to around the inch line. And with that being the case, let's try to show a little love for our fullback, Winters, with a gap, but he does not hit it quick enough. Stackhouse stacks him up. This close to the end zone. It's kind of actually a fairly difficult field goal attempt, so offense will stay out. As we hand it off, Chuba can just walk it in. We spread out the defensive line, and that made it a whole lot easier. We end our first drive with the touchdown. Now let's just hope the defense has come ready to play, just as the offense done. Now, I will say Schmidt has started the year off really well. He's been clean as they pick up a good little bit here on first down, gain of 18. John Mechie does well there to get as much as possible on that, as we nearly got the tackle as soon as he caught it. Instead, bigger play as they try to get Olave to the outside. He cuts back towards the middle. I will take that gain of 1. And as I was trying to talk about with Schmidt, he has started the year off very well. Only a couple interceptions on the season. I would love to add to that total as they drive it in again. A flag comes on a perfect play from one of our defenders. You couldn't ask for better timing. Not sure what it is, but we just keep getting called on that. Nothing bad there from Stockton. Great play as they go back to the jet sweep, and again we stuff it, that time to Cruz. Our hopeful defensive rookie of the year in Bates, helping get the stop there, 2nd and 11. As they go trips to the right-hand side, Black their tight end to the left, though they dump it off for Algier, who gets picked up by Hodgins. Tossed out with 3rd and 2 remaining, and they will flip the formation. They send the trips to the left-hand side. As they go Algier down the middle, we meet him quickly, but he will pick up 3. Actually, check the carrier, not Algier. That was McMichaels. He picks up the first down for him and will send us to the second quarter. With our heavy run offense, these quarters will go by quick. That's why we need our defense to make the plays we need from them. As it's downfield, Cash just able to jar that one free from Mechie. Over the last 2-3 games, a lot of deep balls have gone the way of our opponent. trying to take that away today as they dump it off Cruz. He gets off of 1, but he's not going to get much thereafter, just a gain of 4. Now in terms of how we are trying to limit those deep balls, we're going to play a little less aggressive in coverage. Though that time maybe it did not help out as Cruz has plenty of space for the first. But the plan is to kind of move off the ball a little less press. We'll still have some mixed in, but not as much as we typically do, as Olave drops it and Earl Stockton shaken up. That is a big loss for us. Oliver will have to step in his stead as the ball is downfield, and it's a touchdown for Chris Olave. St. Juice tripped trying to get back to it. So ultimately, it would not end up being a great drive there from the defense. Offense will have to match as we start at the 25 this time. Breaking by 1, but still getting dragged down in the backfield goes Chuba. Try to set up a little halfback draw there, did not work out. Leaving us behind the chains here on second. Though good push, opens up all the space down the middle. Chuba trying to show a little power to his game. First down, up near the 40. Now, one thing that this offense has struggled with outside of, quarterback play has been formation variety. It's definitely something we're going to try to continue to work on as we've got Boston. He brings that one in, gain of 9. I don't expect much of any deep throws today. Maybe at best a 15 or 20. Gonna keep most of them short as we go back to the running game. Chuba, he slips by 1, trying to get the spin move there late. The Whitehead brings the play to an end as that has already put Chuba over 70 yards on the day. And you can tell the Saints trying to adjust as they bring down their safety, shift a corner over the top. That's working in our favor as we do get by 1. Chuba, he sprints to the outside, making a whole lot out of nothing on that one. Gain of 3. And after such play, we'll let him catch his breath. We'll bring out Winters and Barry. Again, going to see some heavy rotation as the Saints stacking the line here. Barry trying to get to the outside, gets a stiff arm on a Debo down the sideline, tried to put the truck stick on as well, getting us down to the 22. Second effort typically always pays off here for him. As we're nearing the end zone yet again, a little bit of some play action. We've got Boston if it's thrown more flat. Doesn't quite get there as quickly as we need it. Good play from Whitehead. That's probably one of the deepest plays we're going to go with today. 2nd and 10. We keep with the heavy look. Barry right down the middle, looking for that safety running through him, keeping those legs moving inside the 5 for goal to go. He really does not need much space. Chuba Hubbard checking back in here as we spread it out a little bit. A little bit of some read option that Daniel Jones should have handed it off for. Can only assume he was hoping to catch them being too aggressive. Leaves us 2nd and goal back now at the 8. RPO dialed up here as we've got a couple options, though we keep it with Chuba, who looks to slip under Richards, but he will only net 2. We'll have the 2-minute warning to figure out a game plan here. This is now back-to-back drives in which we've driven down, and it's coming down to a goal-to-go situation. Tight look as they're shading everyone to the outside. Just need someone to open things up for us. Daniel Jones, he looks to roll, looking for the pylon, and he dives over the top of the Saints defender. He should have had him dead to right, but instead, we've taken the lead. The Saints are known for missing easy tackles on some touchdown plays. Their offense back out. They start spread, trying to attack our poor pass defense. Well, we don't have to do much there through the hands of Mechie. I'll take those drops every time. 2nd and 10 as they change it up a little. 2 receivers to the right, 1 tight end to either side as they go to their tight end and through his hands as well. Edwards down from his free safety spot. Knocks it free. 3rd and 10, a chance to get off the field. They look to run, and it opens up beautifully for Algier. All the space, gain of 17. And they're right back at it. As again, we're inside that 2-minute mark. They got 2 to the right, 1 to the left, as they do somehow find Black. Not sure how we're not getting the knockaways on those. 1st and 10 at the 43. They look to go back to a similar play, and once again finding Olave. Why are we sitting in such lax coverage? I mean, St. Just was on him the whole time until he caught the ball. 1st and 10 for him, down to the 31. A very efficient drive as it's down the field, and I think we have to figure out something with St. Just. That should have been a pick. Maybe, I don't know, he needs to go get some new glasses. That's the only thing that would make sense to me, because he clearly did not see where that ball was going as Newsome rips it out of Cruz's hands. Absolutely clutch play there from cornerback 1. Leaves 2nd and goal. They got a bunch to the right-hand side, still looking to throw. And honestly, I couldn't even tell you where that ball went, but McCullough, he got back there. Nearly picking up a sack, and it came at the most opportune time. That was almost a touchdown. Receiver was open. 3rd and goal. They look to air it out again, and over the top. It was caught by Mechie, but a flag is down, and it's illegal touching. And after all of that, the Saints will have to still settle for the field goal. 12 seconds left before half. It is a field goal, making this one a 14-10 game at half. All in all, I think the offense doing pretty well. Defense, still feel like we need a little bit more. We should be far more in control of this game than what we are. We're just making some silly mistakes. As we look around the league, I would love to see the Buccaneers losing this one, and they do. Things lining up well for us if we could pull off the win as the Lions win this one by 6. And as for the next game, not really gonna help us much at all for our division, but the Cardinals are up on the Browns, 16-0. Both teams kind of in that same category as us, struggling this year. As for the final game, it's the Falcons against the Dallas Cowboys, and the Falcons with a big upset win. Not to say upset, but you know, Madden loves the Cowboys, 31-17. As we get our game back underway, it's going to be defense out first. An opportunity to really state claim and how we're going to allow things to happen this half. Okay, well, I don't know what happened, but Cruz was on the ground. So whether that was clean play, dirty play, or just fortunate play, I'll take it. If we get fortunate, all the better. As they look to throw it, they've got Olave, who's by 2 diving defenders. He's sprinting and no one's going to catch him. That's another big play given up by the defense in which we could have gotten the stop. And for what I'm pretty sure is the first time today, the Saints now hold the lead, 17-14. Our offense back out there. Once again, we need a good statement from them as Chuba Hubbard picks up 10. 12 rushes, 86 yards, and counting. As we're up to the 35 now, we spread to either side. As we do look for a quick throw, we got Murray the speedster. As he tried to put a move there on the tackler, he does not get by him. Not known for being shifty, known for just pure down the field speed. Chuba Hubbard slips one-ish. We'll make it 3rd and 1. And we'll bring out the big boys for this one. Barry and Winters. As we stretch out Winters, we're going to stretch this play, though. Just find the first gap to hit, and Barry will do just that, getting caught from behind and getting caught in the pileup. But he does pick up the first down as we move along. Just shy of midfield here, ace formation for Chuba Hubbard as he bounces to the outside, over pursuit from Whitehead, sprinting all the way to the outside, past the diving Duggar, and diving in to retake the lead. Chuba Hubbard takes it 51 to the house. That seems like a pretty big statement to me. Now, as the defense heads out, they have shaken up the defensive back group here. Not going to see much of it on play 1 as Algier gets the rush, but one of the tacklers is part of that change. We've seen from time to time Edwards step in at corner. Him and St. Just have actually switched positions. Interesting change here from Steve Smith Sr., but I mean, at some point you got to make some big changes, and that is seemingly being one of them here. As the Saints change up their look, they send trips to the left-hand side. We bring a blitz. It's all picked up, and St. Just with a hit doesn't knock it away. And we'll see what other changes Steve Smith Sr. has in store for us. A couple other safeties on roster may get some looks, maybe some other corners, as now they're looking to run the ball a whole lot more. Brothers with a potential touchdown saving tackle. Though, do appreciate the Saints changing up their looks here. Obviously, we make adjustments to how the first half went. They do as well as we get pressure. And St. Juste overruns it. Luckily, Newsome there to clean it up. But his play has just been all over the place. He was really good last year. This year, I don't know. It's been weird as again we get pressure. Schmidt is getting it out quickly. We do at least force a 3rd and inches. It's a heavy set as they motion over their tight end. Looking for a pass. It's Hodgins finally hitting home. He's got back there the last 2 plays. He finally gets his sack. And with it, it forces the field goal attempt, which if made still keeps us in front. Kicking this one from around the 32, it is up and down the middle. So the lead will stay intact, but it is a narrow one, 21-20, as we have just under 2.5 minutes left here in the third. Going to the halfback draw, it has not worked out very well today. Both times, tackle for a loss, leaves us with 2nd and 11. As we come out in the ace formation, Chuba trying to find somewhere to go, tried to slide under the block of Carvey, just gets back to the original line of scrimmage. With 10 to go, we'll spread things out on 3rd. We got trips to the right, though we're trying to set up the halfback screen to the left. Get some blockers out in front. Big one there from Richards as Chuba will just get past that first down marker. Very much keeping the quarterbacks as just field managers today. Jones has done a pretty solid job of it, letting the rest of the guys go to work as Hubbard bounces. Looked like you might go, but unfortunately the corner comes in to end it. Not that it wasn't a good play anyway, as we're on the midfield line now. We bring out Barry. No Winters in front as he looks for a cut back to the right-hand side. He'll pick up 6, and what will be the final play of the third. And with over 200 rushing yards, we have the opportunity to start draining some clock. You know what time it is. Hydraulic press offense. As the 4th quarter underway, Barry down the middle will squeeze out the first. Really bringing back the old school style of football in a new form here with all the rushing we've done today. Hubbard down the middle will pick up 4. He needs just a casual 42 more yards to hit 200 on the day as we keep with a tight look here. Though Jones making a check as a play clock reaching 0. He gets the snap off, looking to throw the ball, or he looks to run the ball, pick up what he can, and it's maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Though it may have also gone for a small gain of about half a yard or 1. 3rd and 5. As we keep with a spread look, perfect blocking down the middle, Chuba Hubbard to the 25. Now we've talked a lot about rotation at running back. Haven't seen Ball yet. He's going to get the opportunity here. Some fresh legs in the 4th quarter. As we get some good blocks, he slips by a couple more, picking up yet another first down. Gain of 11 for Ball. I want to make sure we keep this Saints defense not really guessing. It's a run, but where is it going? Who knows? And when we pass, still going to the running back or to the knee of Granderson. Harrison Phillips finally celebrating a play of which was good for the Saints. 2nd and 10. Barry checks back in. Winters stretches out. As we're trying to get the power to the outside, it'll just be the speed instead. As Barry goes untouched to the house, we take an 8-point lead. Just over 4.5 minutes left. This game is in our hands. I would love if the ball was back in our hands, though, as they throw, St. Juste gives up another catch. Oh, at least this time he gets a quick tackle. As they go across the middle, it's another well-timed play from the defense, but it's a free 15 yards for the Saints. They sure do love making things difficult for defenses and just playing the game. 1st and 10, a little bit of some play action. Pass rush arrives. It is McCullough around the edge. Schmidt must have not seen him coming because he's done really well on avoiding those today. 2nd and 16. They look to continue passing the ball, and no DPI that time. I'll take it. And leaves them still needing 16 on third down. At the 37, first down is past the midfield line. As they send everyone deep, it's Stockton underrunning the route. He could have easily seen where it was. It's a first down. I think after this one, we're going to need to send every single one of our defensive players to the eye doctor. We might need some new contacts on this team. 1st and 10 for the Saints. As they wait, let it develop. Brothers, he's not needing the contacts. He finally spots the ball in the air, and we get it back in our hands. Now, all we have to do is run some clock. 3:22 remains. Offense back out. We start at the 21. Callaway motions to the left-hand side. We get Chuba Hubbard on the stretch. Juke spinning off of one and picking up the first down. We're going to tack on 15 more. The Saints have just not been able to deal with this running today, and it's all on tape. Everyone knows what we are doing. Chuba Hubbard down the middle. He will pick up 4 more, needing 18 for 200. And that's just counting rushing yards. He's already surpassed that with total yardage on the day. As we look to get him to the outside, there is a tackle for a loss. Granderson has gotten back here a couple times, but that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Needing 9 for the first down, and we will spread empty. Trying to set up the screen to Hill. He gets the catch, but he loses yards, and we will punt. With 2 timeouts remaining, 1:58, they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this game. They will find Mechie immediately down the middle. And this is falling right into what a lot of teams have done well against us. Deep balls downfield, as that's what they need. As it's Olave with a well-placed ball by Schmidt. Already into plus territory. We might just need to try to bring a little bit more pressure. Then, double A gap look against just 5 blockers, but he still finds his target. Olave with another catch. Schmidt has him down to the 27. Defense, we need the plays. Bates dives, misses on the sack, and it's Algier into the end zone. Defense, come on. Well, I guess it'll come down to this then. A 2-point try to tie this game up. They will look to throw as it's worked all day, and it will work once more. Mechie levels it, 28 all. Now we just have to get into field goal range. 51 seconds left. We've got 3 timeouts. We start at the 25. We're going to need around the 45 for a clean attempt here. As we try to set up the halfback screen, it's swatted down by McCain. But Ford says he'll try to make it as easy for us as possible. Just get him to the 47. With 48 seconds left. We go Chuba down the middle, and it's McCain again. We call a timeout, trying to figure out a game plan here. Just need the first down. 10 yards. We've done that so many times today. This time trying to do it through the air. We find Bateman. With that, offense gets right back to it, not calling the timeout yet. Still looking to throw the ball. Daniel Jones will pick up 2. We call that second timeout at the 40. So close to where we need to be, about 13 yards, but only 1 timeout to spare. We'll look to throw the ball as we've got Chuba open down inside field goal range. Now we just have to set it up. With 1 timeout remaining for us, Saints have 2. It's buried down the middle to put it right in the middle. Cole Ford to finally get us back in the win column. We need it here from our legendary kicker. It is up and it's headed straight down the middle. We finally get that win after nearly letting it slip away. Steve Smith Sr. having to make the call at quarterback goes Daniel Jones, and the running game helped let us here. Defense still needs some work. We've got to sort that out. But this win is a big one. and one that we need to use at a catalyst to start to reclaim our division. 31-28, 275 rushing yards, but we still gave up nearly 350 passing yards. We've got to sort that group out. We're making every quarterback look amazing. Meanwhile, we're requiring the bare minimum from our quarterbacks. Daniel Jones did that today, 100 yards, 64% completion, but no turnovers. That is the key for us. His average yards per attempt, 7. That is all we need, especially when Chuba Hubbard goes for about $180 just on the ground, 2 touchdowns there. Tack onto that about 50 more yards receiving. But of course, it's a group effort there. Barry also 81 yards and a touchdown. The offensive line, they put in the work. And of course, Daniel Jones, he had a rushing touchdown today as well. And while this one could be a great stepping stone for the future, we are not done yet. Falcons have taken the top of this division for now. We have swept them this year. However, we lost to the Buccaneers in heartbreak fashion last time. Not only is this a revenge game, but if we win this one, we will definitely get above the Buccaneers. The Saints lose, maybe Falcons lose. I mean, there's a lot that could happen in a short time frame. So do not miss these. Make sure you hit that subscription button either down below or the bear icon in the bottom right, and tap that bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. This series every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so we'll be back again on Monday for this Buccaneers game, and every Tuesday and Thursday, the States Only Challenge, as the Mary Lavania States Only Challenge might be finding their way into the playoffs if they could finish Season 2 regular season strong. That one on Tuesday. So do not miss these. We got a lot of big games coming up in both series, and we'll see what is happening with Bryce Young, as he was not even on the 53 man for today's game.